welcome back to my channel. It's your girl CocoJaay, and if you're a first-time viewer, I want to welcome you with open arms to my lovely corner, Coco's Corner. Ooh, I don't know. I might roll with that, Coco's Corner. That's a little cute. Anyway, so for those of you who are returning viewers and you watched my video about the 16-year-old girl who was getting touched by her mom's boyfriend, before I started talking about that, I stated that I was going to be doing a 5-part series on relationships. And this video right here is going to be the very first installment of that series. And I want to ask y'all, since I'm just going to slide into the, to the topic, I want to ask y'all, how important is sex to y'all in your relationship? And when I say how important is it, I don't mean like making it the most important thing, because I know that it's not, but it's one of the things that keeps the relationship alive, and it keeps it fun and fresh, and just it keeps it going. It helps because it satisfies a need that we all have. And I'm just gonna come out and say it. Who doesn't love a good ass fucking orgasm? Who don't love a bomb ass orgasm? I mean, I do. I do, and I'm sure all of y'all do too. I mean, I need that on a regular basis. It helps me stay calm. It helps with my attitude. Helps with my, just my overall everything. It doesn't solve, my problems, but it helps me, keep a calm state of mind, because I'm getting something fulfilled, and it's a release. And it feels fucking great. I mean, well, when you're doing it with the right person. I'm assuming, that your partner is, rocking that area in the right way, because if they're not, you need to have a conversation with them. But for me, it's very important. It's an important part of my relationship, because it's something that I enjoy, like I said, and it's something that it makes me feel good, and it helps, it helps the relationship stay mended, and you have to have, in order for that, well, let me say this real quick. In order for sex to help your relationship stay mended, you have to have every other area of your relationship has to be good. Not saying that you don't argue with your partner and you're always getting along with them, because that's really not reality. I mean, if you're in a relationship with somebody that you always agree with them, and you're always getting along with them, and you always like them, I don't know how real that is, but for me, that's not my reality in my relationship, because sometimes my man gets on my nerves. I love him to death, but sometimes he gets on my nerves, and I get on his nerves too. We love each other. We're best friends. But sometimes we annoy the fuck out of each other, and that's just what it is. But every other aspect of our relationship is amazing. We have a wonderful relationship, and our sex life is great. It's amazing. I don't have any complaints there. And that the fact that his sex drive matches mine makes us even more compatible. And that's another thing that a lot of people that I've heard of, couples have problems with, where they're not really sexually compatible. I would say they're not 100% sexually compatible, because there are relationships where one likes to have sex more often than the other one. One is like really not into trying new things. One of them, really probably, isn't performing the way that the other one would like them to. And these are all things that, need to be discussed between, people who, when you're in a relationship with somebody. If these are problems, you need to discuss that with your partner, because if you don't, you just let it linger there, and it becomes an issue. And that's where cheating comes in. Cheating People cheat so often for sex. I mean, it's crazy, y'all. That is like one of the number one reasons people cheat is because they feel like they're not being satisfied sexually. And when I say number one reasons, I'm making it my own number one reason. I don't really have any statistics on the shit or anything like that. I didn't research it. I'm just saying, to my knowledge, I'm gonna say that it's one of the number. It's like the main reason people step out on their partners. I mean, some people do it for other reasons that have nothing to do with sex, but sex obviously ends up being a part of the cheatery. It does. But when a person feels like they're not being satisfied sexually by their partner and it continues to happen, they step out on their partner. And I'm not gonna say that, they haven't tried to have a conversation with them about it, because some people actually do. And it's the other person that doesn't take heed to what is being said. And it's something you have to really be careful with when you're talking to your partner about the lack that they have in that area, because you don't want to come across as, belittling. You don't want to make them feel bad. You want to tell them what they're not doing sexually for you, like how they can improve, but you want to like use some tact, because that's a very touchy subject, especially for men. Like if you're a woman and you want to bring that to your husband or your boyfriend, fiance, whoever he is to you, whatever he is to you, think about it before you present that to him, because men and their egos when it comes to sex, they are huge. And I don't know any man that wants to be told he ain't doing, the damn thing in the bedroom. I don't know any man that wants to hear that. I mean, I wouldn't want to hear that I'm a woman, but I would listen because I want to please my man. So if it's something that I'm not doing enough of, or I'm doing it wrong, or I'm doing too much of something, or I want him to tell me so I can fix the shit. I will teach me. Teach me. I will be the pupil because I want to please you. But there are some men who they don't want to hear that. So you got to bring it to them in a real gentle fashion so that it doesn't crush their ego. And, men's egos are very fragile. So, yeah, that's why you want to just be careful how you approach that, because you don't want to come the wrong way and fuck some shit up. It's bad enough he's not doing whatever he's doing right, and then you come at him in a real shitty way, and now he's just going to be like, you know what? I'll take my dick somewhere else. I'm going to take it elsewhere. How about that? How about that? I'll take my dick elsewhere. And they will, too. They really will. And then, somebody else might appreciate it more so than you, but, that's another conversation that goes into the cheatery of it all. But yeah, y'all, how important is sex to y'all in a relationship? Like, is it the most important thing? I'm sorry, y'all, I'm sitting on a stool, and when I'm on a stool, I got a habit of doing this. I'm sorry, I forgot that I was, like, I need to be still. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. But how important is it, y'all? Let me know, like, what do y'all think about sex in a relationship? Like, is it up here? Is it here? Is it here? Like, how often do you feel you need to have sex with your partner? Like, what are some of the things that you feel keep sex interesting? Like, I think role playing is fun. I think like a little bit of bondage is cool. Now, threesomes, y'all, I already told my man, my skin ain't thick enough, bro. I don't have that in me. I don't. I don't want to watch my man fuck somebody else. Now, if you want to bring like some millions into the equation, okay, I'm down. Like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to be the camera woman? Do you want me to coach them? Like, what do you want? Because I mean, I can, I can do both. I can hold the camera and cheer him on, make sure he does an excellent job with the shit. Yeah, but that's if you're talking some millions. Now, if you just want to bring a bitch in and nah, I ain't gonna be able to do that. He cracked up when I told him. He was like laughing hysterically, but he was like, "Babe, I'm glad you said that because you're keeping it real." I was like, "Yeah, I'm not finna sit here and pretend with you. I don't want to see the shit. Period." Now, I know you didn't been with other women before me, and I've been with other guys before you, but the here and now, that's a motherfucking no. Ain't gonna happen. Not with me. And him, no. Nope, we not bringing another bitch in. No. Not gonna go down like that. And yeah, and what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about threesomes? Like, do y'all get into that? Like, have you done that before? I've never done this shit. I've been invited to do it several times, but I've never done it. Yeah, some people, that's just their thing. Some couples are into swinging, some couples are into threesomes, some couples are just into different shit. And like I said, I like a little bit of bondage, a little bit of just kinky toys and shit like that. And I talking nasty and dirty and hair pulling, a little choking. I can get into that. But another bitch in the bed, no. Mm-mm. And this is why sex is important to me, because that's the shit that I like to do. And luckily, I have a man who is willing to go there with me. He's willing to come to the table and do those things for me that I enjoy, and in return, I do things for him that he enjoys. So we are 100% sexually compatible. Because hold on, y'all. No, the joys of being a parent. I mean, I just can't. He just messed up my whole what I was about to say. I don't even remember what the fuck I was gonna say now, because my kids knock on my door every 5 freaking seconds and they don't want shit. They don't want anything. This is why my tubes are tied. That's another thing. He can shoot up the club. He can shoot it up all night long and nothing's gonna happen. Boom. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm 43 years old. My youngest child is 10. My tubes have been tied for 9 years. So he can just shoot it up and ain't nothing gonna happen. We all good over here. So like, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about sex in a relationship, like the importance of it. Like, what level of importance do you place it at in your particular relationship? And if you're single, you can weigh in too. How important is it to you when you are in a relationship? Is it important at all? Like, can you go weeks, months without it? Like, what? Let me know, y'all. Let me know in the comments, and I will talk to y'all later. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and love you bunches. Bye bye, y'all.